Please bear with me on this episode of the Evolve Mind, Body, Soul podcast. It's blowing an absolute gale outside and the dog is intent on sitting on my lap and licking her lips. So try to ignore the distractions and I hope that you find it useful. Cheers. Today we're going to explore a fascinating and often underestimated aspect of our lives, circadian rhythms. You might be wondering what these are. Well, these are internal biological clocks that play a crucial role in our health, well-being, and overall functioning. So let's dive into the wonders of circadian rhythms. Imagine if I told you that your body and mind follow a natural schedule, a daily rhythm that influences everything from your sleep patterns to your energy levels and even your mood. That's the essence of circadian rhythms. These are 24-hour cycles that govern various physiological processes in your body. Let's consider the concept of circadian rhythms in a bit more detail. The term circadian comes from the Latin words circa, meaning around, and diem, meaning day. So circadian rhythms are literally around a day cycles that last approximately 24 hours. I've been learning a little bit of Latin in a choir that I sing with, so why not share the Latin words with you? Anyway, why are circadian rhythms so important? Well, they're deeply intertwined with our biology and they have a profound impact on our health and daily functioning. Sometimes people don't realize the impact that they have, but you will do by the end of this podcast, so stick with it. So here's why they have such an impact on our health and how we function throughout the day. Sleep regulation. Circadian rhythms regulate your sleep-wake cycle. So when your internal clock aligns with the natural day-night cycle, you're more likely to experience restful and restorative sleep. And this is because your body releases melatonin, a hormone that promotes sleep, in response to the decreasing light levels at night. Your body needs to see that it's getting dark outside in order for it to release the hormones it needs for you to sleep, to start to feel tired. And if you're sat looking at screens and in lights all of the time and you're not using the sunrise and the sunset, you're not allowing your body to do what it needs to do because it's not recognizing the natural cycles. Your energy levels. So your body's energy levels ebb and flow throughout the day due to circadian rhythms. And understanding these fluctuations can really help you to optimize your productivity and avoid energy crashes. So, for example, many people experience a natural dip in energy in the early afternoon, which can actually just be mitigated with a short nap or a brisk walk. So it's knowing that actually you'll have an energy dip in the afternoon. So you work around that. You plan in different things to help boost your energy. Another is hormonal balance. Many hormones, including melatonin, cortisol, and insulin, follow circadian patterns. Disruptions to these rhythms can impact hormone balance, metabolism, and overall health. For instance, cortisol, often called the stress hormone, peaks in the morning, helping you feel alert and ready to tackle the day. Digestion. Your digestive system operates on a circadian schedule. Eating in alignment with your body's internal clock can aid in better digestion and nutrient absorption. Consuming heavy meals too late in the evening can actually interfere with digestion and potentially disrupt sleep. So the circadian rhythm, the way that your body works with digestion, is that it wants to complete its digestion by early evening so that it can begin doing the processes it needs to in order for you to sleep. Things like releasing melatonin. But if your body is busy digesting food, then it's going to be more difficult for it to work on the things that it needs to be doing. So by utilizing the circadian schedule for digestion and eating earlier and stop eating so late in the evening, it will help with your sleep and have less disruptive sleep. Your mood and mental health. Emerging research suggests that circadian rhythms play a role in mood regulation. Disruptions in these rhythms have been linked to mood disorders like depression and bipolar disorder. Maintaining a consistent sleep-wake schedule and getting exposure to natural light during the day can help support your mental well-being. So just like I was saying about helping with your sleep, seeing the natural daylight in the morning when you wake up helps with the natural circadian rhythms. And then watching the sun, you don't have to watch the sun set, but by seeing that it's dark, that would help with sleep, and then it will help in turn with your mood and less disruptions in your moods. So it really is important. If you're not feeling yourself, have a look at how are you working and aligning with your circadian rhythms. And now you might be wondering, well, how can I align with my circadian rhythms for better health and well-being? Well, I'm going to share some tips, so hold on. Firstly, maintain a consistent sleep schedule. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. I know this sounds boring, but it might sound boring to some. I have to say I love it now. I used to be a night owl, but now I love getting to bed by 10 o'clock, asleep by 11 at the latest, and I'm up like a little spring chicken at 6:30 the next day. But this consistency helps regulate your body's internal clock and improves the quality of your sleep. So why wouldn't you want to do it? If you're not sleeping properly, then, it can cause all sorts of things. You can have cortisol, the stress hormone, and it can affect your thyroid, it can affect your mood. Poor sleep really can affect a lot of things. So it's really important. If you maintain a consistent sleep schedule, it will help with all of this. Now, I'm not saying you can't go out and have late nights and things, but overall, if the majority of your sleep cycles are between sort of the hours of 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. or, see what works for you, but you want to maximize the benefits of that. So being in bed and asleep before 11 o'clock is going to set you up for the next day. Prioritize morning sunlight. Now, this is so important. When you get up, expose yourself. And no, I'm not saying flash yourself to the sun, but exposure to natural light in the morning helps reset your circadian rhythm, and it supports alertness during the day. So spend some time outdoors, go for a walk, or just simply open your curtains to let in the sunlight. I like to just open the door and get the sun directly on my face, because when you allow the sunlight into your eyes, it stimulates those natural circadian rhythms and it allows your body to do what it needs to do. Hopefully you know what I'm getting at there. And limit your exposure to artificial light at night. The blue light emitted by screens can really disrupt your circadian rhythms by suppressing melatonin production. I mentioned this a bit earlier. So consider using blue light filters on your devices and reducing screen time before bed, because it really does mess with your circadian rhythm. So natural light, where possible, is the best for helping with that. Be mindful of meal timings. So aim to eat your largest meals earlier in the day and have a lighter dinner. This aligns with your body's natural digestion patterns and can support better sleep. So again, I mentioned it earlier and I'm repeating it now. Eat majority of your food by early evening. So, you might have a big breakfast. What's the saying? Eat breakfast like a king, lunch like a queen, and tea like a pauper, I think. And, these old traditions of things, they're there for a reason, because our grandparents really did know, well, the best. It's getting back to the old ways. Exercising at the right time. Morning or early afternoon exercise can boost your energy levels and support better sleep. Avoid strenuous workouts close to bedtime, as they may interfere with your ability to fall asleep. Again, hormones are released when we exercise, so you want to utilize that by doing it in the early morning. You don't want to be waking yourself up and having a release of these endorphins, these feel-good hormones, really close to bedtime. Gentle exercise close to bedtime, yes, but not a full-on workout. Practice relaxation techniques. Engage in relaxation practices like deep breathing, meditation, or yoga to reduce stress and promote a sense of calm. These practices can help you wind down in the evening and prepare your body for sleep. And this last one, guys, you might not like me for this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Avoid excessive caffeine and alcohol. Both caffeine and alcohol can disrupt your sleep patterns. Limit your intake, especially in the hours leading up to bedtime. Yep, sorry, I said it. Again, I'm not trying to be a fun sponge. You have to live, and as my mother always tells me, everything in moderation. So have fun and enjoy it, but just thinking, okay, do I need this coffee or this glass of wine? It's 10 p.m. at night and I'm probably going to go to bed in the next half an hour. So it's just being mindful and avoiding things in excess, really. So in conclusion, circadian rhythms are the symphony of life that orchestrates our daily experiences. And by understanding and respecting these internal clocks, we can enhance our sleep, energy, mood, and overall well-being. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of the Evolve Mind, Body, Soul podcast. I hope you found this exploration of circadian rhythms enlightening and empowering. And if you did enjoy this episode, please subscribe and share it with anyone you think might like it. Until next time, may you find harmony and balance by aligning with the natural rhythms that guide your body and mind on the path to a healthier, happier life. Big love, peeps.